Slide 4, I've got molten copper. I'm just getting situated here. Just bear with me a few minutes. Trying to get my laptop going to get the live stream up so I can see the chat. There it is. Okay. Volume's off. Oh, let's see. Wasn't as prepared for this as I wanted to be. I almost forgot about it. Let's see here. Is that going? Yeah, that's going. Got the 3 dots. Ooh, let's see. Scrap Battle Racing. Woo! Good to see you, brother. Bear with me. I'm still getting a little situated. I got molten copper. I'm going to attempt to do, haven't poured in 4 weeks. Far out. I did this. This is an anniversary gift I did before. I poured a couple of those. Broke Stacker bought one from an auction that I had for his wife. I think I still got another one. I forget. I don't remember. I'm going to pour another one, I believe. And then I got this. I've been wanting to pour a couple more of these. Rockamas, I got one. I'm going to do 2 of those. I got them both in the same kinetic sand right here. I'm going to try to do both of them back to back. I'm not sure which one I'm going to pour first. Then I also have this lion. I kind of put into the sand, just the head of it, into that right there. Maybe pour that. Who knows? Maybe I'll pour another dragon pour. I don't know. Hey, Jeff. Woo! Good to see you. But I do have liquid copper. I've been feeding the copper into the crucible, adding extra copper. Not sure exactly how much I got in there. Probably 25, somewhere between 25 and 28 ounces at least. I'll dismount you guys here in a minute. Running circles around them. Yeah, I was outside earlier. I went live earlier today, and I had started doing some mowing, and I was cutting up some trees and some branches and stuff. I ended up losing track of time. Before I knew it was 2:30, and I got on my phone. I noticed Knuckle Bustin' Numbskull had a live stream going, so I went and checked out his live stream. Oh man, busy. Let me see if I can't dismount you guys. Like I said, I'm not 100% quite prepared. I kind of was racing around, and this T-Bird ended up deciding she wanted me to go get her something to eat. Let me see if I can't show you the copper. Ooh, it's gonna be tough because it's hard to zoom in. If I can zoom in and zoom out. There's looking into the bowels of the crucible. Trying to get it to where you guys can see it. Can't see it as good as I can, but there's looking into the molten pool of lava copper. Ooh. Mount you back up here. Close that lid back down so that doesn't get the top of that crucible doesn't cool off too much. But I am ready to pour. I just got to decide what I want to pour first and get this tripod situated. Minty Cactus. Woo! Frenchie, how you doing? Good to see you. Bellows Forge. Yeah, brother. I'm a little nervous. It's been 4 weeks since I've last poured. I haven't had the time for it. Been weed trimming and mowing. And the rain, thunderstorms. Oh, man. I hope I don't get any. It's kind of overcast over here, but let me see. Like I said, I got molten copper. We're all set. Got my scale out here. Got my chat going. Oh, man. Let me get a drink of coffee. So how's everybody doing this fine Thursday? Woo, I'm doing awesome. The T-Bird is on vacation. Everything, the stream, I had a feeling I didn't know I had moved my Wi-Fi outside. I tried to get it a little closer to the garage. Everything's 5x5. I take it. Everything looks good. All right. Oh, Yeah, this is like my first day. I don't know. It's been so long. I wonder if I should try to pour that rose first. Like I said, I poured a couple. Broke stacker, got one. I broke one of the leaves in the very first pour. I'm gonna try to pour another one. It's very difficult to pour copper. Thank you, Jeff. It's very difficult to pour copper, but I made that in a kinetic play sand real quick. Uh, and besides copper being difficult to pour, that's a tough pour to do. I'm just gonna do a little practice dry run before I grab that crucible, so I can get myself situated, so I can feel comfortable where I want to place this. And we'll do a quench. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. Trying to get myself situated here. I think that might work. I've got a lot of copper in there. It's going to be pretty heavy. I do know that. It's good to see him, Michael Stacking. Yeah, brother, how you doing? A little nervous doing this. I haven't poured in a few weeks. I don't know how successful this is going to be. If that, I hope that kinetic play sand didn't drop. No, it still looks good. Let me see if I can't zoom you guys in just a little bit. That way there, you're going to be able to see the pour and see the quench. Now, as soon as I pour that, you're going to see some smoke. You're going to see some smoke, and I'll take that, and I'm going to bring it down there, pull the rose out of there. Knuckle busting, numbskull. Woo! Good to see you, brother. You made it. Awesome. More. Don't sneeze, he says. I'll try not to. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can't pull that rose off here real quick. Like I said, it's been a while. This is an older crucible. It's pretty worn. Oh, let's see. Woo! Gonna stick that back in there. Wow, that's hot. Yeah, brother. Oh, she's still liquid. I know you guys can't. I don't think you guys can see it. She's starting to solidify up. When she solidifies up enough, I'll pull that rose out of there. I'll pull that rose out of there. I guess I haven't lost my touch. I'm still nervous. I'm shaking. I haven't poured a single thing. Yeah, she's set. The flaming rose. Oh yeah. Well, what the heck with it? I'm not gonna knock that sand off. We'll just turn around and take that flaming rose and we'll just put it right in there, right in the quench. I'll turn that down for you. It's pretty thick, so I've got to do a slow quench, I guess. I don't want it to pop. Woo. There we go. There's the rose. Let me set that right here for a second. Oh man, that came out nice. I think that came out nice. Let me set that down. Woo! No face reveal. Maybe you can see that. What's the word? Bird's the word. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, brother. Awesome. Awesome. It's still pretty warm. Still pretty warm. Oh, that water's hot. Oh, yeah. Let me brush this up off a little bit. I'll let you guys take a quick peek at it. And I'll brush it up a little bit. I'm going to zoom you guys back out the other way. Won't get you quite over near where the lighting is. Oh, man. That's nice. Let me brush this off just a little bit and I'll re-show it to you. And maybe I'll put those that other pour up there for the T-bird bar pours. I'll clean this up afterwards. There's still some sand in there, but I'll get some of it off so you guys can get a look at it. I'm pretty happy with this. It came out real nice. It came out nice. Rinse this off a little bit. Let's see if I can't get that lighting. Oh, I can't turn the lighting a little bit on. Where's the big dolls? Coffee, vanilla shake. I don't know if I can get that over there or not. I want you guys to be able to see in better light. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have moved that. I'd have to bring you guys a little closer underneath the light to see that. Bear with me. Oh, you guys couldn't see the face reveal. Yeah, I should have had the light on the other side of me to the left. But the leaves came out nice. Occasionally, the leaves, they're very difficult in the kinetic play sand to get to where it'll come out. I think this is my best rose ever yet. That really came out nice. I really like that. That's awesome. That is very awesome. Okay, I'll keep you guys there. Thank you very much, Boar. Thank you. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Dennis and Menace, good to see you. Sean Stafford, woo, good to see you, brother. I may be missing some of the chat, and I apologize. They do have my laptop up here, but there's a lot going on here when you're pouring. To be safe and always wear your PPE and make sure you have your fire extinguishers and the faint of heart to something you just want to try. You want to know what you're doing if you attempt to do this. I'm going to look inside the crucible. Ooh, nice copper. I think what I'm going to do is sit here and talk with you for a little bit. This is some of the copper, the pure 999 copper that I use. That I already took the insulation off from it. Just so I don't end up running out, which I shouldn't, or maybe so I can pour some more. I'm going to ball this up. I'm going to drop it in there, a couple of pieces. PPP, agreed. Yes, sir. I'm going to drop a couple of pieces in here. Oop, let me put my glove back on. That handle's a little hot. All right. Drop that in there. Maybe take another one. Take the glove back off. Hold on. Let's take that. I'm going to ball that up. I even got my buddy J-Dog. J-Dog's up there holding up the lamp. Look at that. I moved the lamp. You see the post over there? Yeah, you guys couldn't see that McDonald's milkshake that I have got there. No, it's not scrap copper. I've got scrap copper, probably 200 or 300 pounds of that, but I also got about 300 pounds of new clean copper. It's not no scrap. It's I pre cut this up. It comes in a big. Oh man, hold on now. Let me show you. It's high grade. It's high grade copper wire. That's all I'm going to say. And then I take the insulation off from it, and this is the center spool, and then around the center spool, wound up around it is that. Now, when I drop this, which I've just balled this up, when I drop this into the molten copper over here, I could probably turn you around and show you. Let me put these other gloves on. It takes a little bit for it to melt up. But if you got dirty copper, which I do have some dirty copper from my from some of my scrapping, that's not pure copper. I get smoke from it, and it's got nasty fumes. Let me see if I can't give you an example. I do have a vial here. This does melt pretty good. I've got some of this. Maybe you guys will be able to see it. But I will get a little bit of smoke on there. I got the doors opened up in the for the ventilation in the back and in the front. I'm not going to put too much of this in here. I'll drop a couple of pieces of that copper from my scrapping. You should be able to see some smoke. There it is. Oh, no. I had you pointed towards the other one. Oh, I'll do it again. My apologies. No, it's not power line wire. But here's some of that stuff that I get from some of my breakers salvage scrapping. And this is pretty close to pure copper, but it's not clean copper like I'm using. Now watch this. You're going to see some smoke. Oh, you guys can't see the smoke, can you? Not really. No. But anyway, I can see it. But that's going to melt in there. Oh, it's already melted. All right, I'll do it one more time. I'll zoom in so maybe you guys can see the puff of smoke. I wouldn't do this normally without my respirator on. I don't have my respirator in here because I got the doors open. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Good to see you. Could you see the smoke? Okay, we'll do it one more time. Where'd the smoke? I didn't see the smoke there. What? This thing is making a liar out of me. Maybe I got different types of copper wire in here. Try some more. There it is. There it is. It's very faint, but you can see it. And I'm trying to back away because that's the stuff you don't want to inhale. It's not deadly caustic like some stuff, but it's not good for you. Now here, I'm gonna take that piece of ball of copper, drop that in there. Maybe I'll dismount you guys, let you look down into the crucible. Oh, it already went. Did you see it though? At the very beginning, it's tough to get into this because of how bright it is. But you can see the copper down there, the molten copper dancing around. Ooh, she's hot. She's hot. Yeah. I wish I could do a little better for you than that. I think it's a little better at nighttime, maybe. I've done it before. Give me a moment. I'm going to close that because the top part of that crucible is cooling off. Maybe I'll throw another piece in there. Yeah, let's put some more copper in there. Some copper wire, like wire that comes from transformers, like enamel coating. Yes, it burns off and causes smoke for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's pretty much what it is. There's different types. I do have for my breaker salvaging like this. I'll show it to you real quick. This is where I get some of the 95 to 97% silver, the little button right there. I know it's probably not in focus. There it is. Now, the other bracket that's on there is copper coated. It's steel. This is where I get some of the copper. I don't throw it away. I salvage it. I get some brass pins from there. There's a couple of different brass pins I save. I save that piece, and that has that coating on it. Now, when I use that, it smokes like heck. But that's a piece that I haven't finished salvaging yet. It's been taken apart. Hey, Deneen, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Woo! Yeah, please be sure to smash that like button. Let me see if I can't get you guys over here again. Like you can witness. You can be the witness, and I don't know if I can get my tripod over this close so I don't have to dismount you. Now I'm going to have to dismount you. I'm going to have to dismount you from the thing here. I'll open that back up. Like I said, that's kind of hot, so I'm just going to take that glove and open it. Let you look into the bowels of the crucible. I drop that in there. I got to zoom in here. See that sinking? Woo! It's not quite melted. It is melting. It fell underneath the lava. Usually it'll flow on, but I call it lava. The molten copper. But it'll sink down in there. Once it's melted like that, and I've got that amount of copper in there, it doesn't take long for it to melt. It's at 1200 degrees Celsius. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. That's hot. Very hot. Let me look at the chat here. You literally just got notified. Oh, I'm glad you did. I should have posted the live in advance, and I apologize. Like I said, I was so busy. I'd gotten up. I got a bird in here. I think I got a bird in my garage. I can hear it chirping. Doesn't it know that I'm the only bird that should be here? All right, let me try to get you guys positioned again. Like I said, we've got molten copper. 210 stacks. Good to see you. And I apologize if I missed anybody out there and didn't comment to anything they may have asked or said. I'm not going to scroll back on anything. I'm just trying to get this all going. I got a lot of copper in there. I'll probably do a dragon pour. This is the bear pour. Let me do the same thing again. Let me get myself situated here. Let me get these gloves back off. I'm just going to turn around and get myself in a position to where I'm comfortable and where I want to pour and how I want to pour it. I'm going to start there. This is going to be tough because it's going to start solidifying up. Now, this is the bear, the T-bar, T-bear, T-bird pours. I'm going to do two of them. Rakamas has one. So I'm thinking I'm going to be fairly comfortable right here. Maybe a little bit more. Pour there, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to come over here and pour that one. There's two of them, the same type of bear. I think I should be good there. I think I should be good. I'll show you what the bear looks like. Maybe I'll zoom you guys in just a little bit. I'm going to do a silver pour out of that one, but I'm going to do it in my flask. I have not poured it into a flask yet, but I'm going to try to do that this week. And I don't want to do a silver pour in the kinetic play sand. It doesn't give as good as detail as it would on the Petrobond. And I've got some 400 grit stuff that'll work real nice with that. But here is the flask. If you don't know what a flask is, there's the flask right there. And Petrobond is a super fine type of sand, specifically for pouring. But let's, where do we want to place him somewhere? You know, supervise. It's awesome to see all you out here. And it's very awesome to be pouring again. I'm on vacation. Woo! Yeah, brother. Yeah, I'm so excited. All right. Here we go. It's going to be two pours, two bear pours. Now, the end of that is maybe not quite so hot. Let it set a few more minutes. The top part of the crucible is still a little on the dark side, and that, but as it cools off, it creates the end where it's pouring out to solidify up. Like I said, the copper solidifies very quickly, extremely quickly. So let me take a look at the chat, see if there's anybody asking any questions. Gatia also is here. Oh yeah, Gatia also takes very well care of you. You're both happy together. Yeah, you guys are. You guys seem like you make an awesome couple of Bellows. Tell her I said hi. Yeah, I hope so. Rakamas had gotten one that was purchased and donated as a giveaway on one of my streams, and she won, and she has it. Let's see, Knuckles in. I know the smaller may be able to tell that way. Alrighty. Thank you, Bellows. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Gonna go for those two pours, 2, 1, and then 1. There's 1. There's 2. You got one bear and one fat bear. Woo! Yeah. Let me see if I can. Oh, I should have zoomed you guys in. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see the molten on the top. It's already solidified up. Oh, I got to pull those out of there. I think they're already solidified up. Yeah, they are. Let me zoom you. Take this glove back off. Zoom you out. Zoom you out. We'll do a quench. Do a quench. Maybe one will just drop right in there. I ain't gonna worry about the sand. Oh, wait a minute now. Woo, flaming bear. There it is. I take my time. It'll pop. It'll pop like that. So I sometimes will take my time doing it, but I wanted to attempt it to see. Did you guys see that? Woo! If you go nice, when you got a thicker pour and it's thicker, and you know you probably got a little bit of molten copper in there, you kind of want to take your time with it. I wish I had the ice. The ice quench is awesome because it gives you a slow, more controlled cooling down, and it works really awesome. I know that water looks pretty nasty. It does that after a few pours. That's like hot water. what do you guys think about that little mini explosion? It wasn't an explosion. It was sort of like a steam explosion, but I'm used to it. It's happened a few times. Oh man. Wow. Them are awesome. Look at that. They came out real nice. Real nice. Let me clean these up just a little bit. Little bit. I'm really glad that I had that little tiny steam explosion. I was kind of expecting it, and I wanted to do the two so you guys could experience it. And I knew, like I said, that the copper had solidified on the outside, but inside it was still a little bit molten. And it's a super heated metal that immediately vaporizes the water. It turns into steam instantly. And when it does that, when you put it in so quick and fast, it makes such a big air bubble of steam that it pops. Yeah, I'll clean those back up a little better later. A little better. Let me get you guys over here a little bit so I can get you underneath the light. And I can actually be able to see a little better. I don't know which one's number 2 and which one's number 3. Wait a minute. The bigger one was number 3. So the heavier one is going to be number 3. That one's number 2. And this one's number 3 because the third one that I poured was a hefty bear. He's a hefty bear. He's got a little extra metal here on the sides. I'll take my little Dremel tool and I'll clean that up. I'll clean the sides up and get that all done up. There's no red patina on there, no black patina. Yeah, they both came out pretty good. So Rockamazaga's number 1. There's number 2, number 3. Woo! Let me look at the chat here. Nancy's legs are hurting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Gave her a bucket of hot water and Epsom salts. Awesome, Mike. Orders to stay. Oh man. Prayers go out to Nancy. Let's see. I wonder how much that rose weighs. Does anybody want to take any guesses on the just for bragging rights? You can. I brought my scale out. I don't remember how much my other roses weigh. Let's put this over here. I'm looking into the crucible real quick. Oh, she's all ready to go. Man, I'm gonna put a little more copper in there. But anybody want to take a guess? I'm on troy ounces. I want to be on regular ounces because you don't weigh copper in troy ounces. It's not considered a precious metal. Only gold and silver, palladium, platinum, but regular ounces. Throw up a few guesses just for bragging rights, and I'm gonna take a little bit more of this copper and ball it up and throw it inside that crucible. I wonder how much copper I'm gonna have once I do this. Looks like Bell's Forge. Or says 4 ounces. Bell's Forge says 6.2. Scrap Metal Racing says 4.1. Sean Stafford says 6.5. And we got a 5.6 from Cindy. There goes some more copper. We'll let that get melted down. Alrighty, let me zoom you guys into that so you can see. I'm gonna take that dirt bike out after. Not the mini bike. Dirt bike. I'm gonna go for a ride a little later. I won't do a video on it. I'm just gonna do it because I love and enjoy to do it. Okay, let me turn that back on. So I'll tear it out. Bring in here a little closer. Oop. Tear it out. There, you guys can see that. Yeah, you can. Alrighty, we got our guesses in for bragging rights. Woo! Let's see. Oh, 6.79. 6.79 ounces. Right? Yeah. Oh, no. Don't want that number. What's going on here? Don't want that number. I'll fix that. I'll fix it after I clean that up. There it is, 6.75. 6.75. I don't know why I came up with 6.66 for a second or two. I'm not superstitious, but I don't like the number. Can't blame me, can you? Ragamos! Woo! Yeah! Awesome! Glad to see you in here. You got cousins. You got cousins. You got cousins, Raga. Look at that. I poured that rose first, and then I poured two bears. Like I said, I was going to back to back. I made a regular bear and I made a hefty bear. You got the very first one, number one. Here's number two because it wasn't as big. The bigger one was number three. Who wants to take a guess on the bear? On the little bear. Let's go for some guesses on the little bear. Set him right there. Oh, I'm going to have to fix him up. Oh, he's got a little extra metal underneath him. A lip. There's a lip right there. I'll have to take my Dremel tool and take that off so it'll sit flat. He's sitting. He's standing with a lip. He's leaning. We could call him Leaning Bear. See him? Leaning Bear. Put up some guesses on that, and then we'll do some guesses on this one. He's got the same thing. He's going to be a Leaning Bear too. I'm going to take a little more copper and put some more in there as we're putting some guesses down. You got Bellows Forge at 4.1. Cindy says 3. Weldon Carey. Woo! Is Weldon Carey in here? I see somebody said, Rocky said hi to Weldon Carey. Awesome. Yes, he is. Awesome. Congratulations on 7K. Awesome, brother. You rock. Yes, sir. Sorry, I think I was on vacation the other week. I kind of, everybody that I visited their pages, I was off the grid. I couldn't comment on anybody's stuff, and I apologize. But I'm back, and I'm still pretty busy, and I haven't been to a lot of people's pages. I've been to a few of yours. I'm going to catch up. Michael Stackins, I got to catch up on a lot of his lives. I'm going to be using my other device and play it. I probably won't watch the whole thing. I would love to, but there's not enough time in the day. I'm busy over here putting some copper in there because I think I want to do a Phoenix or a Dragon Pour as well after. So I'm loading the copper up. And it doesn't, because this is at 1200 degrees, it doesn't take long at all for this copper to melt. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a lion head pour, but we had some guesses, and Bello said 4.1. Let me see here, zoom you guys in so you can see it. Bello said 4.1. Cindy said 3. Deneen said 4.9. Moore said 4.3. Sean Stafford said 3.3. Any more guesses? We're going to weigh it. I'm not sure. If I was to guess, I don't know. I would probably say 2.7. I don't know. Oop, I got to tear that out. 2.7. I don't know. Oh, I'm wrong. 3.71. I was off by an ounce. It's been a while. It's been a month. It's been a month. Here's some more copper. More copper to the crucible. I'm popping it in there. Who was closest for bragging rights? 3.70. Let's see. Cindy had 3. Do we have anybody? 3.3 to Sean Stafford. I think Sean Stafford was the closest without going over. If we had to say the closest, I think it might have been War. Let me look at my chat here. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. No, Bellows Forge at 4.1. That's right. 4.1. Bellows is the closest. He's got the bragging rights. Ooh, wait. He had 3.3. Yeah, you're the closest, Sean, without going over. 3.7. And the closest, I guess, would have been Bellows at 4.1. Let me see. That'd be 4. I guess it'd be a tie, wouldn't it? You're both tied. That'd be in the close. Situation. That AI app just automatically popped up again. I don't like that thing. I don't know if my stream stopped. I'm not sure, but 3.70, the little bear. What do you guys think about the big bear? A few guesses on the big bear, and then we'll move on and we'll do that lion head pour. Thank you, Deneen. With a pocket knife on you. Oh man, I listen. I never feel naked without a pocket knife on me because at somewhere or some point I've always got some type of knives, and these are knives without handles. Be careful of these because these will cut you. Razor, a razor sharp. They're for one of my tools. Here we go. Any more guesses on the bigger bear? You know, the little bear was 3.70, and the bigger bear, he's a chunky one. He's a chunky one. Let's see now. You got 4.3, 4.9, 4.5. You got 5.8 from Jem. How you doing, Jem? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Bello says 3.9. Let's check this out. Get him in quick because I'm going to throw it on there. I want to get that next one poured. 4.42. Woo! Dennis the Menace. You're pretty close, but is anybody close to 4.5? Sean is the closest. He almost nailed it. Woo! More bragging rights. Sean's got it down. All right, let's set these over here off to the side. I'm not sure how good this thing is going to work. This is a dish for melting silver and gold, which I haven't cured it yet. But I threw some of my kinetic play sand in here, and just before my stream, just before a little while before my stream, before I did that short, and I just planted this lion's head in there. So I'm gonna do a lion head pour. I'll do that real quick, and then maybe I'll do a dragon pour. I want to experiment on this on the patina. I don't know if I'll get any patina off that or not. Like I said, it's got a lot to do with the type of copper you use, a little bit, but it's got a lot to do with the temperature of the copper, the oxygen in the air, whether you get some of the red patina and the black patina on it. There's a lot of variables, but I'm wondering if I don't heat it up and pour it like that, if I'll get more of the red patina, if any. I'm not sure. But hold on, let me get situated one more time. Like I said, I'd like to be able to do a real quick dry run so I know where I'm at. And I want to pour it in there like that. I still see it looks like part of his mane there. That'll be fine right there. Yeah, that'll be fine right there. That'll be nice. Alrighty. Get my gloves on. Do that. That's about this, maybe the same size or a little smaller than that bear pour. I still got a lot of copper in there. A lot of copper. Here we go. I've never poured inside that little dish. Oh, I spilt over. I ran over. Yep, it was a lot less than I thought. Let me see here. You guys can see the molten, still molten on the top. That's going to be a heavy one because I really went way over the top on that. Went way over the top. Got a little dribble, a little extra metal right there, and I got a little splash out on the outside edge. That's stuck to my tabletop. I don't know if I take my chainsaw wrench, maybe I can get that off. No, let's wait. Let's wait on that. I'll take this off. I'll do a nice slow quench on it. Flaming Tiger. Oh yeah. If I throw that right in there, he's gonna pop. Let me set this down. Get that smoke out of there. That's from the oils and the kinetic sand burning away. I see. I wouldn't want to drop that right in there. Not like the first time, but you guys seen that. I did that for you guys. Gonna do a nice slow quench. Woo. Let's see. Oh, let's see how that came out. Looks like some of the kinetic play sand stuck to his nose along his mane. Let me scrape some of that off. There's the extra. Like I said, I went over and it started to flow off the top. So I've got some extra on here. I'm just going to have to take my Dremel tool and I'll take that top part of the piece off from it. Let me zoom you guys back out the other way. And there's that little black spot. That's that little spot of copper that fell off. Let me see if I can't clean this up just a little bit. I'll probably have to take my drill and my wire brush to get some of that off there. And that's bonded right in there pretty good. I don't know. That ain't too bad. It almost looks like it gives an appearance of a black nose. Let me rinse this off real quick. That water is actually really hot. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Yeah, don't worry about that top piece. Lions roar. Roar. Yeah, Michael. Woo! I think I'm going to clean that up and send that to Michael. I'm going to give that to Michael. I don't know if Michael's still. I guess he's still here. I'm going to clean that up and I'm going to send that to you, Michael. The very first lion pour. Lions roar. Yeah. That's yours, Michael. That's yours. Poured in 7/21/2025. Okay. Let's see here. Got those. I'm going to try to get that little piece off from there before I go any further. Got my gloves off. What did I do with my chainsaw screwdriver? There it is. Now I get that little chunk hot, so I'm not going to touch it. I'll just throw that in my little thing, and there we go. I'll throw that in there, and I'll throw that in. That'll melt into another future copper pour. Let's see. I don't have anything else made up, so let's pour a dragon. How do I want to do that? Let's pour a dragon. It's difficult. This is the way the contours are, and this is very difficult to get the molten pour out of there afterwards. You all have seen that. What's up, Dennis Bigfoot? Good to see you. Canslaw too. Awesome. Thank you for stopping by. I probably should heat that up a little bit. Let me take a look inside my crucible. Maybe I can dismount you guys if anybody wants to look back into the bowels of the crucible. Take a look at the copper. Somebody does want to see it, let me know. If not, I'll just get ready to pour it. I will have to heat that up a little bit with my, where is my torch? Where's my nut gas? Where are you guys? Did you guys see my shirt earlier? I don't think you did because I was probably too low. Maybe you seen that. Bird's the word. Woo! Where is? There it is. There it is. We'll heat that up just a little bit, just to get any type of moisture out of it that may be. It's not winter time, but you still got moisture. I'm not going to heat it up too much, just enough to get any type of moisture out of it. That should be pretty good. You guys can see that all right? No, you can't. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see it when I pour it. That way there you can actually see the molten copper solidifying. Here are my puppy dogs out in the fifth wheel. They hear something. I don't know what they hear. There we go. Let's go with that. Let me do a real quick test. Like I said, I'd like to be able to feel comfortable when I'm pouring it and move it where I want. Want it to be able to go flow into there. That looks good. I feel good with that. Here we go. Snow is melted. Woo! Yeah, you got snow where you're at. Here we go, everyone. Gonna do a dragon pour. I don't think this crucible has very much life left to it. Woo! Yeah, brother. Look at that. You see that? Check that out. Oh, I still got some copper in there too. Woo! Oh man. Look at that. Let me see if I can't get that out of there. It is going to be a little difficult to come out. Like I said, this is a heavy graphite mold to begin with, and then with a copper in it, it makes it even heavier. And it likes to stick in there. It's very difficult. Oh man, look at that. I like the colors of that already. Oh man. I gotta grab it. I gotta grab it with the other thing. I can't use that. I wanted to hurry up and get it quenched. But it almost appears as though there's some gold. See that? There's going to be some patina on that. I'm pretty sure. All right, let's go over to the quench. Should be able to quench this pretty decent. Let's quench this. Here we go. Woo! Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's going to be some patina on that. I can tell. You know why? Rackamas knows. Rackamas knows why. Yeah, she does. She does. I know she does. Whew, you stay pretty hot too. That water's hot. It's not cooling off. It's not cooling off because that water's got to be about 120, 130, if not more. That's better than bath water right there. I'm telling you. Yeah, I can still hold it. I can still hold it. All right. He thought it was 24 gold pour. Oh man, I wish it was a 24 karat gold pour. That'd be a lot of it's a lot of weight. I gotta take these gloves back off so I can move the camera. So I can get more underneath the light. So you guys can see here. And so I can zoom it in just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know which number pour that one is. That's number 16 or 17, I think. I'm not reading anything on the back. No. Maybe it kind of looks like a wing there. Maybe a bird's head. Maybe. Looks like there could be something there too. I'll get that cleaned up later on. Anybody want to take guesses on that? If you've seen some of my videos, they should be pretty close to the other ones. Should be pretty close to the other ones. You see an astronaut, Bellows? Thank you, Sean. Love the dragon? Yeah, I love the dragons too. War says 13. 13 ounces. We're going to be going in regular ounces, not troy ounces. Get your guesses in for bragging rights if you want to take a guess at that. I can't even remember what my other ones had weighed. I don't even remember. Michael Stacking says 9. Bellows Ford says 14.6. Or said 13. Cindy says 15.1. That's pretty hefty. Gem State Jewelry Box is 6.5. I'll let you take a second guess. It's definitely way heavier than 6.5. Jem, go ahead, try again. This is all for bragging rights. That's a nice chunk of copper right there. Looks like a head on the back. Yes, that's what I thought, Sean. That's what I thought as well. Let's see. Where was it? There's always some interesting things you can make out. Looks like there's a head right there, and maybe a wing of a bird, maybe some type of a dragon. But if you look at it another way, it looks like the body is something with some legs and maybe a tail. Something up in there. Mermaid. Mermaid? I don't know. Maybe a monkey right up there. Alrighty, let's take a look. John says 14.5. Michael Stackett says 12. Jem says 9.5. Need a good manicure on those nails. Yeah, I do. Well, when you're doing this stuff, you know, you tend to get a little dirty. You know, they're not too bad. See, that's what happens when you don't wear your PPE. That's an acid stain that used to be down here in my cuticle. It's moving its way on up. Here we go. 10.79. Woo! Double check that. Was zeroed out. 10.79. 10.79 ounces. Who got closest? Let's see. 10.79. Never pee on your fingernails. No, absolutely not, Canslaw. Let's see. I got to scroll back here a little bit. Or originally said he was the first to say 13. We got 10.79. 6.5. 20 pounds, Canslaw says. I didn't see that, Canslaw. Looks like Jem's second guess is pretty close. Awesome guesses. He was way off at 20 pounds. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Doing all kinds of pour. I've got enough to do maybe one more pour. Let's see. Yeah, please, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Ooh, I still got 15 people in the house. Ooh, awesome. Yeah, if you Michael, throw your link up there, please. If you're still out there in the chat, be sure to go check out Michael Stacken's live stream tonight. At how much copper do I got in there? Not a whole lot. Oh, not a whole lot. I've got enough to maybe do a shallow heart pour, maybe. I don't know if that's still hot or not. Not taking any chances. Go check out Michael's live stream tonight. This Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, he is going to be doing a celebration. I think it's a 600 celebration. I should be fine like that. Yeah. I'm going to take whatever I have left in that copper and I'm going to pour it in there. Make a shallow heart pour. A shallow heart pour. It ain't going to be enough to fill it. But please be sure to go check out Michael's live stream. He has it every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this Saturday, he's going to be having a celebration. And we're all going to be there. Yes, we are. I know I am. Are you? I hope so. I really hope to see you out there. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. Drinking my coffee. Woo. Love that coffee cup. Mrs. T-Bird got that for me. Oh, man. That's good. Yeah, I don't have very good eating habits, I guess. I love sweets, but I'll do a little vanilla shake as a chaser. I don't have no ice cream, but I have a vanilla shake. Yeah, I am. I got these other ones. These ones will do. I had this. I did. It's a little too bulky with me, and the gloves that they send. Where the heck are they? The gloves. I got some regular nice welding gloves that work very well. I couldn't find them, so I had to use the next best thing. But I don't like those. Those things are way, way too bulky for pouring. That's what came with the 2 auto furnaces. I can't believe they send you these bulky gloves. The only thing them things are good for is out in the cold when you're shoveling. That's about it. You need to be able to have your hands and have control of your hands when you're pouring. But let me heat this up. Let me heat this up a little bit, and I'll pour whatever's left in there. And it is going to be a difficult pour because when you got molten copper and you got just a little bit, you gotta. Let me heat this up first. When you got a little bit left in your crucible and you go to pour it, you got to go to a zero. It takes a little bit for the copper to pour out, so you gotta you got to go more than a negative incline before that copper will actually start to flow and move out of there. And when it does, it races out of there so fast, it hits whatever it pours out there and it splashes. So it is very, very difficult to pour any type of pour when you're talking about copper, when you got just a little bit in there. But this one should have some unique coloring in it. And I'm going to give it a try here. I hope it doesn't splash all over the place. Like I said, it's difficult when there's not a whole lot left. See what I'm talking about? It's popping out, but we did all right. We did all right. There's a little more on there than I thought it would be. Pop that out of there. Yeah, you a quench on that, and we'll take a look at it. I see a bird already. Woo! Yeah, let me put that in there just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Take a look at it. We ain't gonna guess the weight on that one. Let's see. Oh yeah, she's still pretty warm. Yep, you guys will definitely be able to see the bird on this one. I'm pretty sure. You see the bird there? Maybe we can turn it the other way. See the wings and in the middle? Right there next to my thumbnail. And then if you look down, you can almost see the feet. It's like a bird in flight. I hope you guys can see that. Tell me it's not me. It's not me. It's my aura. I'm pouring birds, man. I'm pouring birds. Let me set that off to the side. I know that's hot. I'll put that right there. So, I poured everything. I'm curious on how much copper metal I had there. And I don't know because I just started filling it and loading up. You can see the bird in flight, Cindy? Yes. I knew it. I knew at least a couple of people could. I forget what they call that, people that see things and things like an ink blotter type thing, and they can see things. But there's things that I can see that are as clear as day, and there's no way you can't. There's no way you can't see that. I've got many of pours like that. But let's see, just for curiosity, I got a little bead of copper right there. Let's see, just a curiosity, how much copper I had molten in that crucible. If you want to take a guess at it, go ahead. I'm going to start loading this up. Maybe I should put the big dragon pour first. We're going to clean that up. That's going to have some red patina on it. And you see, I can actually do that right now. Well, let's. I got some copper cleaner right here. We're going to use some copper cleaner on it afterwards, and we're going to see what kind of patina we got. But let's get a weight first. If you guys want to take some guesses, start guessing on the total weight. The total weight. Stack up the bears. Oh man, well, we had 10.79. I'm gonna add the heavy bear, 15.21. We're gonna add the next bear, 18.84. What can we stack next? You can stack Michael's lion. I don't think you want that as is, Michael. Like I said, I'm gonna give that to you. I'm gonna gift that to you. I'm going to send that off to you next time when I send you something. Maybe it'll probably be this week because I got a lot of time. But I'll clean that up for you, Michael. Lion's roar. And it ain't nothing real perfect, but like I said, the kinetic clay sand kind of went in there a little bit. I'll take my drill and stuff, and I'll clean that up. But it's the shape of a lion. It'll be a memento from me to you. 18.84. With that lion, that's 23.19 ounces. Let's add this rose if I can balance it. If I can balance it, 30.04 ounces. Woo, and that ain't it. We got this piece. We got this piece left. Oh boy. 31.5 ounces. That is very, very close to a kilo of copper right there that I had inside that crucible. It's very close to a kilo, almost 32 ounces. Almost 32 ounces of copper I had molten in there. Wow. Woo. Oh, I got to shut that 2 auto furnace off too. I got to shut that down. There it is. Set that there. And we can clean that up right now. I'll do a perfect job on it, but let me put that right in the water. That water's hot. It does the warmth does help a little bit. So just let me set that right in there real quick. And this copper cleaner has been out here for a while. Yeah. Rate's copper cleaner. I've had that for a couple of years now. I've been using it for about a year. And Broke Stacker had started watching some of my videos. He's seen it and he thought it was awesome to get the red patina on it, and he started doing it. I think he likes it as much as I do. But let's see. I got some. I'm gonna just put. I'm not even gonna dip it in there because there's some. I'm just gonna kind of dabble it here. Let it set a little bit. We'll see what kind of colors we get from it. Maybe I can dig out a little bit of that paste from there. I'm not too worried. It's about this. This has got some low grade type of citrus acids and other things that are in it, but it's not like the acid I had for testing my 24 karat gold. That's a very, very strong acid. But let's take a look here. Let that set a little bit. I can actually use my finger. I can already see some of the stuff coming off. If you can see it. Now that's the black patina. That's the black patina that's on there that comes out as oxides from the copper. You see that? A lot of the black oxides coming off there. I might have to. This is older stuff too. It's been out here for a while. But the copper cleaner does not really affect the red patina. It does the black patina. There's a difference between the black patina, the black oxide from the copper, and the red. I do have, let's see, where is it? Where's that brush? Give me a minute. I know I got a little bristle brush out here. I can do a little quicker job at this. Here it is. There it is. There it is. We'll get this cleaned up real quick. I can get inside the crevices. I'll rinse it off. It ain't gonna be quite perfect the first time. We'll do the back part of it. But there's the red oxides. Black oxides is a different type of oxide from the copper, and it's the cleaner takes it off really easy. But the red oxides don't come off nearly so easy. That's oh, I didn't want to throw that sponge in there. Dadgummit. Michael, dadgummit. Man. Alrighty. Like I said, there's a little more cleaning that needs to be done with it, but I'll clean it up real quick so you guys can get a nice look at that with the red patina on it. Oh, that looks nice. Now I got all that gunk on my hands. Look at that. What do you think of that, Plan Slaw? Yeah, Michael's laughing. I, I I occasionally slip, and I swear, not too often. And and I apologize. I have actually done it once or twice on my streams. Nothing too bad, but I'd rather not use foul language on multimedia or anything. I'm talking to you just the way I usually do it as well, but I may say a few bad words. I'm not going to purposely say it, but ever since I've been watching Michael Stack and stream, if I say something, I usually say "dang it." That's what I say, "dang it." And it reminds me of Roger Miller. Dang me, dang me. They ought to take a rope and hang me from the highest tree. Lord, will you weep for me? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, you know I like that song. And the other song I was trying to think about the other night on my live was "King of the Road." That's the one I was trying to think of, and I couldn't think of it. You giving out hugs, Michael? Put that copper on your arm and get unwanted arm hair. No, it doesn't bother the hair at all. It doesn't bother the hair. But here's the back part of it. Let me I'll use my bird's word shirt right off a little bit. Like I said, there's still a little bit of cleaning to go. You can see all the awesome colors you got in the back of it. And in the front, of course, there's some here. If I took the brush to it a little better, put some more on it, you'll see it better. The other ones don't tend to have it as much. You tend to get in the graphite pores, you tend to get that more on them than anything. And like I said, it's got a lot to do with the oxygen in the air, the purity of the copper, the temperature of the copper, and also the oxygen in the air. And there's a lot of variables. I think if I would have heated that up, which I've noticed in the past, the graphite pore, which definitely should be cool now. It's still a little warm. The graphite core is still warm, but it's not burning me. If that's hotter, I've noticed when it's very hot, and if I heat it up super hot and I do a pour, I notice I don't get as much of the red and black patina on it. When that's cooler, for some strange reason, on a pour, I seem to get more red patina. That's why I didn't really hammer the. I just did it. I just did it enough with my matte gas torch just to take out the moisture, not to really super heat it up. But I think that came out real nice. Real nice. You gonna go? Yeah, I'm gonna get going here very soon. Myself, Cindy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping in. Yes, you have an amazing afternoon and evening as well. Thank you so much. You're off to bed. Yeah, it's probably pretty late where you're at over in South Africa. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. Rakamas, War, Ruben was out here earlier. I'm not sure if he still is. Dennis Menace. Yeah, brother. I told you I was going to pour, didn't I? I did tell you guys I was going to do some pouring today, and I did. I almost forgot about it. I got busy. Let me see. I'm going to dismount you guys, and we'll go for a little walk outside. You're here. It seems like everything's working very well with where my Wi-Fi extender is. Yeah, you're gonna take that for a ride after, if you're still out there, Sean. Okay, my phone is way behind. I gotta get to the bottom of the chat here. Wow. There was a lot of chat, so I missed a lot of things. Probably 5 out of 20, Deneen. 5 out of 20. I'm giving myself 5 out of 20. But yeah, I'm definitely going for a ride as soon as I end my live stream on that. Jump in the pool maybe. And like I said, there's a zero turn earlier today when I did a live stream. I said I was going to mow, and I did. I got my whole front part of my yard mowed right here, not the other side of that ditch where that little bridge is, way over and near the the hedgerow. I don't know if Knuckle Bus and Numbskull still here. He calls that a hedgerow. I call it a tree line. Same thing. But I got a lot of stuff done back there. I got all that mowed back there. Uh, and thank you, each and every one of you. Knuckles, he's still here. Yes, he is. Awesome. Yeah, you're always talking about the hedgerow. I've heard of it being called a hedgerow, and it is. I've got a there, but I've always called it a tree line as well. Prefer to call it a tree line. It's been there since I've been like about 5 years old. Because I live just up the road a little ways, my parents' place, and I know I can go back here because I did it today. I did a test, and it wound up being a half hour or an hour stream, I think. And well, I was at your live, Knuckles. I was back here. I'd put the lawnmower away, and I seen what time it was, and I said, "Oh, I wonder if Knuckles is on today." I said, "And I'm home." But yeah, I was back here mowing. And then while I was listening and chatting on your live stream, I was actually right back here doing a little bit of work, cleaning up the. I usually got a lot of flowers here. Not this year. There's one perennial that made it. Some of the other ones didn't. I got to put some more of that cedar mulch in there. But I've been working on getting the brush and stuff. I had a tree that fell over up there. I had to cut some branches down. Oh, yeah, I still got my snips there. I was trimming some stuff back. I threw some of it over there. We got that all cleaned up. Oh yeah, brother. It'd be awesome one of these days. Me and you stream together. I mean, you got an awesome, nice property back there as well. And if we're both out here together, that would be a hoot. I'm not saying we have to, but yeah, I did some cleaning up back here as well. If I start losing uh, any type of volume or crackling up or deer flies are out here like crazy. I got like about 7, 8 of them. Horse flies, deer flies. They're the same thing, but they're a little different. But I was cleaning some stuff up back here, weed whacking. I should be able to see this. I didn't get around to picking the black cap. So for those that were in my live stream earlier, I did do a little trimming around the bottom of the black caps. I got a popple tree trying to grow up in there. But I've already picked about a half a gallon of these. It looks as though I got maybe like about another half a gallon of the black caps. Let me tell you, those are, I hope I'm 5 out of 5 still. They're not the big ones you buy in the stores, but these are fresh and they're natural. They have no growth hormones in them or anything. 5 times 5, awesome thinning. But they're black caps. They're not black raspberries, but these are awesome. They are tasty. They go great with ice cream. You can even freeze them. Oh man, I'm sorry. Here, Michael, open up. Deneen, this one's for you. Open up. Get it. I'm sorry. I'm such a tease. But you throw them in the freezer. You can freeze them. Then when they're froze, pour a little milk over them and a little bit of sugar. And then mush them up real good. And it makes instant blackberry ice cream. And man, is it good. Oh, you caught it. Cool. You guys got black caps up there where you're at? I'm sure you got berries up there in Alaska where you're at. Maybe not black caps, and maybe you call them something else, but I've always called these black caps. Yeah, she does. They will stain your lips. Yes, they will. But I got around in preparation of getting ready to cut that tree down. I cleaned up all the stuff around it. And I want it to be flat because I come around this area with my dirt bikes and my doom buggy. And this will make a little bit better path. So there's not a lot of rocks in here. It's pretty nice soil. But I'm thinking I'm going to take my chainsaw and I'm going to chainsaw down in at an angle into the root ball to where I can knock it over to where it's lower than the ground. So when I mow back here, I don't hit a stump. And this way here, I don't have to take my axe and whack at it and whack at it and whack at it and start a little fire over it and try to burn it out. Uh, Plenty of berries. You got blueberries up there? Do they have blueberries up there? I think blueberry season has already ended. I've got a blueberry bush in one of my gardens, my flower gardens out front. I didn't show anybody. I got a few blueberries in there, but they're not quite ripe yet. Come around the back side of the trail. I did have some raspberries there, but I took the weed whacker and I accidentally weed whacked them. They're the red raspberries. I didn't see them before it was too late. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't believe these horse flies. I'm gonna try to catch no deer flies. They're deer flies. I forget who it was that was on here earlier that said they're horse flies. They're the same. They're two and the same, but they're different type of species of horse fly. We call them deer flies, but we do have horse flies that we do call horse flies. Go figure. Oh, I'm back. Oh, I must have walked a little bit too far north. Too far north, a little too far away. Sorry about that. Yeah, I still got those to cut down. I don't know if I'll do that today. I think I'm going to finish mowing. I'll probably get on Michael's stream later. No, I will get on Michael's stream later. What am I talking about? You know I'll be on your stream later, Michael. I could do a little cleaning up in there. Got a lot of time in my hands to. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to go, wasn't I? There's some black raspberries right here. I had another bush, but I had already ate all of them off from there. And these are almost past their peak. These are the black raspberries. That one might be ready later. These ain't the black caps. These are black raspberries. Trying to find a ripe one. They're awfully delicious too. Pickers. Looks like so many insects are getting them before I get them. I'm surprised these are still. I'm very surprised these are still going because usually at this time of year they're already done and gone. Black raspberries. Them are poison. You don't eat those. I forget what they're called. You can't eat those. So that's the fruit of that particular type of tree. I don't know if anybody knows. Maybe Knuckles knows what they are. They got a unique type of leaf and branch with red berries. They're not edible though. Maybe for animals, I don't know, but is it not huckleberry? I don't remember. But those type of tree, whatever it is, they got a unique type of wood. If you have some dead branches, I usually like to take the dead branches and put them over the coals on the fire. They have it gives an awesome aroma, a very sweet, awesome aroma from the smoke of it when you're burning them. It's very, very unique. We can go StreamYard tonight. At T. Yeah, if you want, Michael. If you want me to be on your live stream, I can probably do that. I can probably do that if you want. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, if you want. Mrs. T-Bird will still be working. Like I said, I've got some yard work to do. I showed these earlier. I got some, those are the spaghetti squash. Here's my sweet potatoes. My beets ain't doing very good. But I've got some melons, some seedless melons that are coming up, but they're not doing too well. They're not very big, about the size of a lemon. Got a little bit of a late start on it. All them were bought as uh, the squash. Those were bought as plants, but the beans are just coming up. They're flowering. Everything else is all planted from seed. Got some radishes. I got one radish. Looks like it's going to start to go to seed here. And the tomatoes. We just did that real quick late this year. Let me go sit down and be able to look at the see what y'all talking about. Fireside and coins. There you go. Fireside store, but I've got a lot that I gotta. Whoops! It says I'm live. You must have lost me for a second. Am I back, Michael? I had to go sit down and what happened? It looked like I lost connection and I came back. Great stories. Good to see you. Great stories. Thanks for stopping by. Won't eat it. You talking about the red berries? Deneen, red berries. I wouldn't. I don't eat those either. There's nothing. Them are nothing I planted. They grow wild here. As far as I know, they're poisonous. 5 times 5. Awesome. Yeah, Michael, we can do that. We can do that. Yeah. I got nothing else better to do than to just putter around. I'll be mowing. I'll be mowing after I get done here. I got the southern part of my property to mow over there on that side. I don't have to mow it, but it's fun doing it. I like to do it. Any berries the moose won't eat, we don't eat. Well, they don't. Not very much of the animals around here eat those berries either. As you've seen, they're still on the trees. There are some birds that occasionally peck at them, but I've never really noticed them gone. They usually fall and they fall on the ground. I think all the animals know that they're poisonous, as should we know. Spinning green frog too. Yeah, I don't have no more of the frogs. Those frogs are gone. I got rid of them the other day. I've got the only thing I got the uh, what are those? The ladybugs. I got like 2 or 3 of those ladybug spinners left. I got three of those left. Here's my bag of firewood that I bought. $9 a bag. Man, you get 4 pieces. You kidding me? Yeah. Yeah. You see those pieces right there? I bought 4 of them last night and way coming home just so I could have something to do a fire with. And it was 4 in one bag and there was 4 in the other bag. And they were like $9 and something a bag. I buy them occasionally, but I cut up a lot of my own wood because I knew these were too big. The other pieces I had was too big. I hadn't split them yet, chopped them up, and some of that birch is green. I got a lot of dead stuff back there that I can cut up after I get done here. Another few minutes there, I'll let you guys go and I'll get busy, get things cleaned up, and I'll get myself a pile of wood here from my property. We'll do a fireside coin chat or whatever you said it was, Michael. Let's see what you call that. Let's see what you call it. Fireside and coins. Coins and fireside, or fireside and coins, or coins and fireside. Yeah, they do. They do, Deneen. Or sorry, Raka. Yes, they do. They know people will buy them, but it wasn't that expensive. Even last year. Last year you'd get like 7, 8 pieces in a bag, and it was only like $6.99 a bag. And it's like now it's a different type of bag from a different company, and there's only like 4, maybe 5 pieces in it, and it's like $3 higher. Are you kidding? For the amount of money I spent last night on 4 stinking little daggone it bags, I could have went out and probably bought myself a cord of wood and had somebody bring it here and delivered it. Probably no, not quite, but almost. I think for like $85, $85, $90, I could have had somebody deliver me a whole cord of wood, which a whole cord of wood had fit in the back of there from wall to wall, 4 feet high, 16 inches wide. Versus something that was probably 3 foot wide, 2 feet high. Oh well. Vegas Sacker, still live? Yeah, still live. It's been let me see. 12 hours and no, I'm kidding. No, I just did some pouring. I poured some pours and I was gonna let them go and I took everybody for a little walk. You're not working. You just waking up, brother. I know you work at night. Gonna go for a ride here shortly. Not on that thing. On that and that. Yeah, I did. Let's see. I poured another copper rose. I poured another copper rose. That came out really awesome. Did an awesome job with the leaves. A lot of times it's a difficult area to pour, and it's even a difficult to pour. That is even difficult with copper. And then I poured two bear pours back to back. I poured a T bear pour, a hefty one and a skinny one. Then I did a lion head. I got to take off a little extra metal right there. I'm going to gift that and send that off to Michael Stacken, Lion's Roar. And then I did a dragon pour. I cleaned it up with the Rates copper cleaner live. And then I took the rest and I poured a shallow heart pour. It's got some patina on it too. Like always, my aura is birds. You can see the bird in there, can't you? Vegas. Yeah, the furnace is probably still pretty hot. I'd shut it off. I don't know what the temperature's on right now. Let's see. Still at 753 Celsius. It's cooling down. Cooling down. I am going to pour that bear in my flask sometime this week in the kinetic, not the kinetic play sand, but I'm going to pour it in the Petrobond sand. And I have some 400 grain Petrobond sand, which is much finer than the regular Petrobond. I don't know whether I want to use the regular Petrobond or use the 400 grain. I think I might use just the regular Petrobond for the first time, but I'm going to pour that bear in silver. I'm going to pour this bear in silver. And it doesn't have a lot of texture, a lot of details, but it will be 3D. It will be 3D and it'll be a full pour. And that should be a pretty decent piece to use to make a 3D piece. Yeah, it will be. I've been talking about wanting to do more Rakamas. Got the very first T-Bird pour. Uh, somebody had bought it, purchased it on one of my streams in the auction, and they gifted it away. I did the random comment picker, and Rakamas had won it, and I always said I was going to make her bear a brother and a sister, and there they are. The big one's the brother right there, and there's the sister. Number 2, number 3. And we're going to do a silver pour probably later on this week, probably in a couple days. Yeah, who was that? Is Raka still here? I think. Who was that gifted or that had bought that for me to give away on the stream? Oh, I can't think of his name. I know his name. It's right on the tip of my head, but I can't think of it. Oh man, I feel bad. I can't remember. Must be an age thing. I'm starting to forget things. Yes, it begins with an S. Struda. Um, ah, oh, you'd like the number 2 bear, Deneen? Is that what you're saying? You want a number 002? We can fix. I can fix you up. I can fix you up. You do what you need. And you do what you want. I'll send it off to you, and you send me whatever you want. If anything, Deneen, I'll give you number 2, female number 2 bear. The bigger bear is the boy bear. The skinnier one's the female. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get that off to you probably sometime towards the latter part of this week. And I'm going to send that lion head to Michael Stacken, and I'll send that to you as well. If you want to send me something, you do what you want to do. It's all up to you. I'll send that out to you, Denise. It's not a problem. Not a problem, my sister from Alaska. I'll clean it up for you. And like I said, there's a little bit of work that I will still need to do to it, just so it'll stand. Right now, it's the leaning bear. He wants to topple over. He's got that little extra piece of metal on the bottom, that little lip right there. That's from the pour. I'll clean it up. It's not that bad right now as it stands, but I'll get that straightened out. I don't think I really need to do the Dremel tool anything really off to the side. I think it's good as is. That was a nice, that was an awesome pour. When I poured the other one, I went a little high with that one, and it's got a little extra material off the sides. This is number 3. I'll have to clean that one up a little bit with my Dremel tool. And he's got the same thing. He's got a little extra lip on the bottom. Yeah. I'll get that out to you this week, Denny. Love you, sister. Package for you, Michael and Nancy. But sadly can't send them right now till October. Waiting on a few things. Oh, cool. Awesome. That's awesome. Michael's gonna be right back. He must have went and got coffee. Boy, oh boy. I think it was what, a half hour ago I was gonna go. Uh-oh, buffering. Everybody's probably gone. It says I'm lying. I got my Wi-Fi had fell over in the chair. Fell over in the chair. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it on that chair. It fell over and it came unplugged. Position back up there, but I'm having troubles getting or something out from it. Getting or something out from it. 5 times 5 now. Yeah. I got. See, I spoke too soon. Alrighty. Have a great. See, I spoke too soon. Alrighty. Have a great day, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and end this. I think I have to go back and phone and reset things back up because of that reconnecting. Thanks a lot, everyone, for coming by. I'll catch you on Michael Stacken's live stream later on tonight. I'll get that situated before then. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you, Raka. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Deneen. Rack Moss. Woo, Dennis. Bigfoot. Dennis the Menace was out here way earlier. Sean Stafford. Vegas Stacker was out here. He's gone now. Yep. Enjoy the ride. Time for a nap for him. All right. Later, Deneen. See you later, Michael. Yep. T-Bird out. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! I got to get busy and get to work. Get some things done. Take care. T-Bird out. Bye, y'all. Have a great Thursday. Woo!